We made it.
What were we shooting people for?
Yeah, because it's cool, man. I mean,
It's
actually,
cool
no,
to
it's
shoot
not cool to shoot people.
guys.
We are not professional
Stop it.
advice givers. Don't take my
Stop
advice.
stop taking advice from us. Stop following in our suit. Just because we're going doesn't mean you guys should shoot people. My goodness.
But there are
What's wrong
some
with you
days,
people?
some days you get done with your day and you just got to
Hmm.
play a shooter game because you just got to shoot some people.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe it's just
Okay.
me. Maybe I'm just
when
angry.
you say some days you, I just assume you mean some days I.
Some days I just need
Mhm.
to shoot some
Yeah.
people
That's
on a video
okay.
game,
That's okay.
not in
On
real
a video
life.
game.
This is not
Mhm.
advice.
Can they just be? Do they have to be other people like playing, or is it totally? Does it suffice to be like the game engine AI?
Oh, they can be NPCs and they can, like,
NPC. Yeah, okay.
so it doesn't matter. Like,
Okay, so you just
sometimes
need to shoot something.
the best is when you have like just a ton of them. Like there are some games where it's just like you're just
Oh,
shooting
yeah,
and you're
okay.
just and
Mowing
mowing
down like
down
zombie games or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
exactly, and it's just cool.
Mhm.
You're like the
Yeah, got
lawnmower,
it.
the gun lawnmower, it's great.
Hey, yeah, sometimes that feels good.
It's the best.
That feels good to kick some bad guys' butts.
But it's also fun to just snipe somebody from a distance too. And it's also fun to be Lucio and wall right in and boop somebody off a cliff. And like it's all
That's the number one strategy for Lucio.
that. I
That's how you get the
mean,
most
what
kills.
else can you do? I mean, your gun shoots
Yeah.
pillows. And
Mhm.
and they move like
Yeah.
really slowly, slow moving pillow gun.
Yeah, very, very effective, Lucio. Great choice.
That's great.
Just grab a pistol, I'd be better, but whatever,
Like, come on. Yeah, so anyway, welcome guys. Welcome to Don't Worry Wednesday. This is our Wednesday show that we do for you guys. We want to talk about what you guys have for topics for us. Currently we have one topic in our queue. And we will do it, but also we'll probably have time for others. So if you guys have a topic you'd like us to talk about, you can go to don'tworrywednesday.com, click the submit a topic button, and fill out the thing, and we would be happy to do your topic. Or you can just put it in the chat. That works too. We would love to have any stuff to talk about. Actually, I learned something new that I want to talk about. It's kind of crude, but it's great. I learned this from your nieces and nephews, actually, Ryan.
Okay.
That
Crude. Okay.
Wombats, the wombat.
Oh.
You're in Australia. Yeah. Wombats are down there, right? Isn't that where wombats are?
I haven't seen any, but they're down here.
And Tomato, you're from Australia too. So like, is the wombat an Australian animal? And have you ever seen a wombat in the wild?
I've never seen a wombat in the wild.
Oh.
But it is an Australian animal.
Yeah. Dude, they have square poop.
Oh yeah, they're not the only ones.
They're not?
No.
Other creatures
you're
have
right. They
square
have
poop?
They have square poop. Yeah, that's right.
It's like wombat brownies, I'm just like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, they poop cubes.
they poop cubes.
Yeah, they poop cubes. It's really weird. Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the heck, man?
Mhm.
And so I learned this from your nieces and nephews. It was great. Hey, Kendra, great to see you.
Hey, Kendra. There's another animal who poops a very large rectangle, but not always. It's not always all rectangle.
It's a very large rectangle poop.
Uh-huh.
Great.
It's an elephant.
They poop rectangles?
They can poop rectangles. They don't always poop rectangles, but they can poop rectangles.
Because I've watched an elephant poop before.
Oh, it can be very messy.
I've been to the
rhino's
zoo.
worse.
I've been to the zoo.
Have you seen a rhino? Have you seen a rhino poop? It is so horrifying.
I don't know if I've seen a rhino poop, but
I think it's a rhino. Wait, hold on. Is it a rhino or a hippopotamus? Feels like it fits either of those categories.
Well, they're kind of like the same creature, except one has a horn and one sits in the water.
Yeah, they have this little tail on the end of their body.
Yeah.
And when they poop, they swing it rapidly. and poop goes everywhere.
Man, that's like me.
It's hippos? Okay. Kendra knows. It's like you. It's hippos. That's horrifying. I would never want to be near one of those.
Kendra, I'm glad you know
hippos
this.
are a
I
big
hope you
deal.
don't know from standing too close to one while they were in the act of that.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
hope
really
so, too.
terrible. Wait, but
Not
Tomato.
advised.
So wombats are walking bricks, and they use their butts to ram into predators that go in their dens? Like, hey.
What? I didn't know that. That's interesting.
That is interesting. I knew a kid when I went to school who that was his like defense mechanism too. Like if he was getting bullied or whatever, he'd just stick his butt out and back into him.
Hey, whatever worked. If that's your thing.
It's like, okay.
Like,
I mean, it's effective.
Each superhero other than Superman only gets one superpower. So this guy's that's the butt thing. Let him do the butt thing.
Mm-hmm. Do the butt thing.
Back into someone with your butt. I mean, that's your thing. That's what you can do. You can do it.
Hey, sometimes it's just the appropriate thing to do, you know?
It's kind of like One Punch Man.
One Punch Man? One butt man?
Yeah. Yeah, well, two cheeks, but yeah, basically.
Well, but if you only touch them with one cheek, you just get the one cheek out there.
That's right.
Yeah. Do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, their butts are essentially solid plates of bone, and their dens are tight-made tunnels, so they run backwards at invaders. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
I had no idea. That's really different. See, Tomato knows so many facts now.
Yeah.
About these wombats.
Tomato, I'm impressed. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good.
They're not very good bats.
They're not very good bats.
Yeah, they don't fly.
Well,
very well.
No, but
like
they're
they're
wombats.
Kingdom.
They're not bats. They're different.
Well, you got red foxes
and red pandas,
which aren't foxes. Red pandas are red foxes.
What?
Yeah,
and they're all weasels. Yeah, I'm with you, Saule. What conversation did I just join in the middle of? You know, like if I hadn't been around since the beginning of the conversation.
You started the conversation. You started the conversation.
And I'm wondering what happened. Like, how did I?
Like a second later.
How did I derail this so quickly? Like right off the get go, it was like, here we are.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So. So before we get
actually
further,
really funny. You go into a place, you start a conversation, and then you go, "Wow, what did I just walk into?
What did I just walk into?
You guys are crazy." I'm going. You know, it's blame it on them. They're gonna be like.
I know. All right. So anyway,
I love that.
Legal disclaimer. So Saule put it in the chat. I'm going to say it out loud and paraphrase.
Saule.
Yes, Saule, you're awesome. We're not professional therapists, counselors, attorneys, police officers, judges. We're not professional anything. And we're not a substitute for professional counseling. We are just here to pull up beside you as a friend, and whatever challenge or issue you might be going through, we hope that we can shed some light on it. We hope we can help you feel like you're not alone in this world, and that you can move forward, and that it's going to be okay. Because, you know, stuff happens. Mm-hmm. You know, paraphrasing typically means to be less words, right? Yeah, I know. But you know what? I paraphrase and multiply.
He paraphrased what was possible to extract from that sentence.
Yes.
You're welcome, Joe. I got you covered.
Thanks, Ryan. You're the best.
Team here.
You're the best. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're not professionals. So if you need professional advice, don't get it from us. Go seek a professional in your area, somebody who's licensed, all that kind of stuff. But you know, some issues are really complicated and they require that, and that's okay, right? Because sometimes you need to seek, you know, a counselor or maybe an attorney. If you have to seek an attorney, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation to be in.
When you get to the point where you have to seek an attorney, unless you're starting a business and there's a lot of complexities in that sometimes, and you need to make sure you're doing everything right, that's an okay and not as stressful time to contact an attorney. However, most of the time when you got to see an attorney, something bad just happened or is about to happen, and
Or
Yeah.
someone's filed a lawsuit against you and you know you've already won, and you're going to get more money that you have to go through the courts. You're going to get more money out of the deal because the person who pressed the charges is going to have to owe you.
And if it's spelled out right, they also have to
No,
pay
okay,
your
that's
legal
not your
fees too. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's generally actually not going to be a time where you don't have stress. That's probably still going to be just as stressful. But
yeah,
starting up a business could probably be like fun. Like, oh my gosh, I'm starting up a business. That's great.
it's exciting. It's also stressful, but it's exciting too.
It
You
is
know,
actually.
because the opportunity. But there's a lot that goes into that, and sometimes you gotta mind your p's and q's and know what you're doing and make sure you do everything right and blah 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 blah. So
Yeah.
I don't think, you know what though? I've started a lot of businesses and I don't think I've ever consulted an attorney beforehand. But it was never like a corporate type of structure. You know, it was always like small business, you know. Just like, hey, I want to make some money. I want to own my own deal, and so like, let's do this. And then boom, and then we have somebody smart like your brother who comes in and does all the paperwork and files it all with the government, make sure it's okay and make sure everything is good and whatnot. And then yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, so we are not professionals. That's the long-winded way of saying that. So
Paraphrasing.
Anyway, so we paraphrased it well. So if you have a topic, like Saule put in the chat, he even gave you a link you can click on. It's great.
Wow.
You can go to the website, don'tworrywednesday.com, click the submit a topic button, and then fill it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Saule. They changed our wrenches into some weird shield-looking shape.
Yep. I
I
know,
guess we're
isn't
no
that
longer
crazy?
fixing it up.
I know, we're like,
engineers, you know?
and so it makes us look like we're cops,
Yeah.
but we're not.
It does look like a badge for like a cop, but I like to imagine it's a shield for like a warrior.
It's a hexagon. Yes, it is. It's not.
It is.
It's not an equilateral hexagon.
No,
but it is a five-sided.
it is a hexagon.
Well, kinda. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a question.
Because two of those we got curves. So is it a?
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you call an object that is something but it has curved corners? Like a rectangle with curved corners. What is that called?
I don't know. Called that. But that's pentagon with curved corners. Or wait. Hexagon.
It's called a rounded rectangle. So this is a rounded hexagon.
Yeah, you're right. It's weird. Looks like an angled cube. Or is that angel?
Oh, I see.
Cube?
Yeah, I can see.
No, angled.
I can see it being an angled cube.
I see. Yeah, it's weird.
It doesn't look curved to you? Okay, it might not be curved. I'm blind. So
That's all right.
I've got glasses on, so I don't know what's going on.
You can't splee words. I can't either, man. It's okay. I have so much trouble spelling a lot of times and then writing them out.
Oh, man.
I gotta like figure it out.
I am horrible at spelling.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
So this is where voice to text in Google works really good because you can say, how do you spell whatever word? And then it just writes it out for you.
Yeah. Say, how do you spell there? And it will. That's a hard one.
That's like, you've got like 3 or 4 different options, man. Like, hopefully you get it right.
Yeah. I think it'll be fine.
Yes. Anyway, so, hey, all right. So we're going to do this topic. If you have a topic, again, go to don'tworrywednesday.com. What's that, Ryan?
I said, I just looked. We do not have any new ones. So
we don't have any new ones.
We would appreciate topics if you guys have any you would like to share.
So we got this one called Traveling Abroad, and it comes from August. And August is not here currently, but there was no preference on whether or not we should do it or wait till he's here. So we're just going to do it. And all right, so yeah, let's do this topic. I will put it up on the screen so you guys can read along. And yeah, this is called Traveling Abroad, coming from August. Reads like this. Any insight or recommendations about visiting Japan or visiting other countries in general, and how to best enjoy it in terms of both activities and generally basking in its own beauty and uniqueness?
Mm.
And that's from August. August, thank you so much for the topic. This one I'm going to mostly defer to Ryan because Ryan has been to Japan how many times?
Once.
Just once?
Well, technically twice, but we're gonna say once. But my
thought
wife
you'd
has
been.
been there many times
Oh, yeah.
for
Yeah,
like
she's been
10
there a bunch.
years, so
Mm-hmm.
she's got more know-how than I do.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Hey, Kishin, you joined just at the right
Shin.
time. We're going to talk about going to
Yes.
Japan. And so yeah, so this is any recommendations or insights on visiting Japan or other countries in general. And you just applied to teach in Japan. Hey, that's cool.
Mm,
Um,
awesome.
yeah. So I'm gonna I'm
That's
gonna
awesome.
pass this over to Ryan as quickly as possible because I don't know much about Japan. I know about going to some other countries, but not very many. And
Hmm.
yeah, so I'm gonna listen because I want to also go to different countries and visit them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's gonna be great. So
Well,
here's Ryan. He's great.
oh, thank you. One of the first things I would recommend is actually um using YouTube and looking up what kind of things are recommended among the people who live there, or people who visit there. Um, there are awesome channels for like things to do in Japan that are presented by people who live in Japan rather than just tourists or tourist agencies, but people who just actually enjoy their own country. And I think that's probably one of the best sources for finding things to do right off the bat. But you asked, um, visiting Japan or any other country, how to best enjoy it in terms of both activities and generally basking in its own beauty and uniqueness. I think um, going to, I everyone vacations differently, and I am the kind of person that wants the least strict schedule as possible. But I recognize also that having something on the schedule is important. So I say one of the best things you can do, at least in terms of how I enjoy vacations, is pick one thing a day and do that one thing. And if that one thing doesn't last all day, you can always just jump into another activity after it's done. But I'd say pick one thing because then you give yourself the time to bask in its beauty and uniqueness. If you want to go to a really interesting and beautiful garden, but you are on a tight schedule, you only get to be there for, 2 hours, and then you got to leave and you got to go do something, right? You might find that the 2 hours is not enough. It might find that the 2 hours was way too long. You don't know. And so that's why it's really nice to not have too strict of a schedule and just kind of say, I'm going to do this one thing today. And then we go and do that. And then whatever else we have time for, whatever, if we have more time, we'll go find something else. We'll put another thing on the list and go do that. You might, go to that garden and find yourself there for like 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, just because it's so much bigger than you thought. So many different things to see. It's things you want to, just sit and enjoy. Maybe you find a little restaurant or a cafe or something, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I want to just kind of sit down and taste some of the food here and see what that's like and just enjoy this. And you get the opportunity to do that if you choose to not pack your schedule with trying to do everything all together at once. I don't think you can really genuinely bask in the beauty of any country if you pick out a ton of things to do and pack your schedule with doing them. So I personally recommend the one day a thing or one activity a day thing. Like this is our goal of doing this thing, and then getting out and doing that one thing. And then obviously if you have more time, then you just go like, okay, we'll also do this then, and then go ahead. And I think it's good to be open to doing things that might be considered boring. And what I mean by that is like literally going for walks. One of my favorite things that we did in Japan, like we went walking quite a bit and we did a lot of different walking, but walking through the city with my wife, and the many different times we did it are like keystone memories for me. They're like visceral, they're interesting. Because as you're walking by, you're looking at the buildings, you're looking at the architecture, you're looking at the statues, you're looking at the little shrines, you're looking at this, that, and the other thing. And you encounter different visions and different experiences just by looking around, and you're kind of feeling out like, oh wow, that building looks like it was built in this century, and then they added this part on, and then you're kind of just like taking it in. And that taking it in really makes you feel like you're actually absorbing the culture and the interesting history, and really just getting something deeper out of it than just the face value of like, I went and I saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa or something, and you're like, okay, I saw it, but it's like you didn't. I'm like, you might have just spent like 30 minutes there, and then you moved on. Let's say. And at the Leaning Tower of Pisa, obviously it's not Japan, guys, but I'm just giving an example. You don't go up to it, or maybe you do go up to it, but you're on a schedule and things are stressful, and you don't really absorb it. You don't really connect with it on a deeper level, where you're just like thinking about the people who made it, because your mind is wandering. Allowing your mind to wander because you're not so packed with stuff, I think that facilitates really taking in beauty. So I'd say do things that you might not consider an adventure. It is an adventure, like going for a walk, but and that's kind of fun, in a new place. But like, go for walks frequently, and let your mind wander. Be open enough to let your mind wander to take things in that's going on around you, the people and what they're doing, the different shops, the different foods, the different smells, and there's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be weird smells you don't like. And smells you do, and and there's gonna be that.
This
so
place
it's like
smells,
allow your
man.
yeah certain places, man. So I really think that genuinely is one of the best things to do on a vacation if you're traveling abroad, is to literally have just literally go for a walk. And I really enjoyed also walking and hiking through some of the hilly areas and going to a beautiful shrine that was up top. We didn't worship or anything, but we just looked at it. And but the hike was really quite long, but very straight. Never had such a straight hike in my life, but it was very straight. It was cool. It was beautiful. We were up in the mountains, and it was really cool. But it was memorable. Because you're kind of just relaxed and your mind is wandering. You're kind of just having a good time walking with somebody or maybe by yourself. And you're just kind of, at some point, your activity centers shut down and allow you to take in what's going on. Instead of you trying to do something, you kind of shut down and allow the world around you to do something to you. Right? And so that's why I think walking, taking your time, enjoying the sights, but not just trying to get to them and go, okay, I saw that site. Okay, we'll go to the next site. Hey, we saw that site. Hey, when I went to Japan, I went to this site, this site, this site, this site, this site, And it's like, but you don't have a deep connection with them because you were doing instead of receiving. So I'd say try to open up your mind to receive. And then, yeah, also go have fun. I really, me and my wife really like Disney Sea, and in Tokyo, we also, because we like the roller coasters, they're fun, and we have memories there, and it's like a couple of good ones, and so it's good. And do things I'd say that you're not used to doing. Do things that you wouldn't normally pick to do. Because if you can pick some things you wouldn't normally pick to do, normally choose, um, it might stick with you
Mm.
in a special way. August, we're talking to you. Hey, welcome.
Mm.
Happy you're here. um, you've been heavily weighing Disney Sea. Okay, I worry about the long waits and spending a whole day there. When are you going? Very soon? Or is it going to be in a couple of months? Because there are busy seasons and there are seasons that are a little bit slower. So I don't know. That might impact your decision. But middle of March. Wait. Oh, okay. So it'll be a bit cold, but it will be during Sakura season. That tends to be a very busy period. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? My wife would be able to say more because she's experienced that. But I'm pretty sure yeah, you just said it. Okay, cherry blossom season. Yep, that's right. So yeah, that tends to be one of the busier, the most busy time of the year for tourism is because of the cherry blossoms. So I respect your worry about the lines and the waits at Disney Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that like the
I get it.
Japanese Disneyland?
Kind of. They have Disneyland and they have Disney Sea.
Mm.
But Disneyland is like more for kiddos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Sea tends to be more for like they have more roller coasters and not like adult themed stuff, but older generation, I think,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um so that's they've got both on like the same area. So I guess yeah, it's kind of like the Disneyland of it's like the Disneyland of Japan or California, but it's not like Disney World. Disney World is, I think, an entirely different experience because it's huge. It's gigantic.
Mm.
But anyways, yeah. But if I don't know, are you gonna only be in Tokyo? Oh no, you're not. You said that you're also gonna be in other areas. In Osaka, if you want to go to Universal Studios, that was actually a really great time as well. So if you're trying to decide between theme parks, I think my wife and I would probably actually recommend Universal Studios. But if you're
I
trying
would
to decide
too.
between theme parks in Tokyo, we would say Disney Sea. Disney Sea is pretty good, but we did enjoy Universal Studios. They had an awesome the Mario area is or Nintendo. The Nintendo world is really cool, really cool. Especially if you grew up with Nintendo stuff, um, or are into it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bigger studios fan. Yeah.
I'm
I
kind
would say
of
go there
the
then.
I'm kind of the mindset that if you're gonna choose between theme parks, anything but Disney is probably the first choice. Personally,
I've been to I've accidentally been to every Universal Studios on this planet,
whoa.
and there's a
I'm
number of
jealous. I
them.
want to go. There's this roller coaster I want to ride at Universal in
Wait,
Florida, man. I just
yeah,
it's like one
yeah.
of the best Intamin roller coaster that exists according to some roller coaster
I'm
enthusiasts, and I'm like, yeah,
I might have ridden it, but I don't know. That was many years ago now that I've been to Universal
it's
there.
fairly new, so probably not.
Okay, no, no. I think I went probably like at least, gosh,
At least,
at
gosh,
least 6 years ago. At least 6 years ago, I think.
it might have been there. It might have been new, and
Okay,
it's Velocicoaster.
that sounds familiar,
Like
but I don't remember.
Velociraptor. It's in the Jurassic
Mm-hmm.
Park area of the place,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, we might have done that actually.
Yeah.
We might have. It's hard to remember. It was a long while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard. I remember we did. I remember a couple of rides we did, but I don't remember specifics exactly. Anyways, yeah, hit up the fun parks. I think that's worth doing. And I think the last thing I want to say about Japan, especially, oh, actually, another thing I want to say about all countries in general: go to cafes and just chill, take in the vibes. I think that's kind of fun. Maybe you're not really a person that likes to cafe, but I found that me and my wife really enjoyed, sometimes days would have like quite a few activities in them. and we were with, family and so on. But getting away, stepping away from all the activities and just going to a cafe for, like 30 minutes or an hour and just settling down and like scoping out the cafes in the area, that was fun for us. And we enjoyed that because it was like a moment to get off our feet, relax, still enjoy the culture because you're still taking that in. You have to speak with the Japanese people. You see how they do things. Different places do different things, and you're just kind of enjoying that. And the cafe was a really nice way to just kind of get away while being it's like a vacation within the vacation, Going to the cafe was like a mini vacation inside the vacation. And so I would say those are really great to stop in and just do. Restaurants, of course, are great too, but restaurants don't have the same relaxing kind of experience as a cafe. Because you got the food, you're waiting on the food, you're eating the food. And it tends to be kind of noisier and so on. So, and a cafe is like you get your coffee and there's no expectations of when you have to leave. There's no expectations of much of anything. You just kind of is a nice place to rest for a moment. Depending on where you're at, they could be really crowded. So, yeah. And if you're a person who doesn't like coffee, but you like lattes, you have to be careful. In Japan, you have to look specifically for lattes because Japan is a drip coffee kind of place. But anyways, and if you don't care for,
kind of
yeah, they really like the drip coffee.
What's wrong with drip coffee?
Most coffees only do drip coffee. Most cafes only do drip coffee.
Okay.
Which is different from America, where if you go to a cafe, you'll be able to get a latte. You'll be able to get pretty much most things. You'll be able to get most different kinds of coffee, not only drip. But the ones in Japan, if you're not into drip coffee specifically, you'll run into a lot of cafes that are only that. Yes, that's true as well. That applies to cappuccinos as well. Yeah, you're not a coffee drinker? Yeah. You might enjoy some of the other drinks they have to offer in Japan, like, and I would recommend that if you're going anywhere in the world, try their drinks. But of course, they have like matcha lattes, which are really good. I would recommend trying at least one matcha latte while you're there, but I hope you get a good one. Every cafe is a little bit different. Some are crazy sweet and it's like eating candy. Some are really bitter and it's like eating dust. So hopefully you get somewhere in between. Yeah, not a coffee drinker though. Yeah, that's totally fine. But your mom lives on cappuccinos. Yeah, I respect that. I'm a big cappuccino kind of person too. So I enjoy my cappuccinos. I enjoy lattes. So just a forewarning, when you are looking for cafes in Japan, if you do so, specifically don't look for cafes. Specifically look for lattes or cappuccinos, because that will actually get you into a cafe with one of those. Because most cafes do not have that. We've learned. So that's an interesting thing. I think if you want, there's an application that'll help you get the better food. Okay, this is really important. Japan, if there's a restaurant or a cafe with 3 stars out of 5, that means it's really good. If it's more than 3 stars, it's really, really good. I know that sounds crazy, but in the West, when we have a good experience, we rate something 5 stars because it was great. But in Japan, they don't have that same mentality. So if they have any bit of a poor experience whatsoever, like their food didn't come fast enough, whatever, even though the meal was absolutely delicious, 1 star. And if the meal was perfect and delicious and it was like the service was excellent and the waiters were kind and polite and everything just went perfectly, it was swimming, 3 stars. Maybe 4 if they're being crazy generous. 5-star is impossible because nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. It's like, oh, there was probably a flaw. I'm just not thinking of it. There's no such thing as a 5-star. If there's a review and it's from a Japanese person, they're from somewhere else because they didn't rate that 5. Japanese culture, they rate things differently than we do. So if you're looking at reviews online and you're seeing things kind of low, then just keep that in mind. Things will be a very different kind of scale over there. But the last thing, and sorry, I've talked for quite a while on this, but the last thing I want to say is the bakeries, man. The bakeries. You aren't going to miss them. You're going to find them everywhere. Japan has at least 2 bakeries on every street, and then maybe another bakery on the corner.
Wow.
Japan has so many bakeries. It's insane. Cakes and pastries, man. They're everywhere.
All about there, huh?
Yeah. And so don't be afraid. I mean, unless you're you got diet issues. But the Japanese eat them. And they're doing all right. You just look at them. They're like, wow, all these guys are skinny. What's going on? They got all these bakeries around, but why are they skinny? I know, but also look at India. They eat the most sugar in the whole world, and they're all skinny. So I don't understand it. They walk a lot.
Something about America.
So you're going to be walking a lot. Yeah, something about America. It's something in America. But anyways, my point is not the diet stuff, but my point is you're going to want to try out some bakeries. Every once in a while, just hop in one and enjoy the experience. Look around you and see if there's anybody in there doing something. Because, so when you, basically when you go in, you grab a tray and then you take tongs and you put it on your tray and then you go to the cash register. It makes sense so that you don't get grubby hands over stuff. But, some foreigners don't know that. And so they just start grabbing stuff and, that's not great. But if you see other people and how they're dealing with food, then you can just kind of copy them. But that's kind of fun. So anyways, that's the last thing I wanted to say is the bakeries are awesome. Not every bakery is as good as the other. There's plenty of different qualities. Definitely got to try some cakes while you're there. Just try all the different kinds of food you can take because it's quite different over there. And I know pastries are things we have in America as well, but every once in a while you're going to want one because you're going to be like, I don't have time to do this, the other thing. Or, I just want something good that I know is going to be good, or at least decent. Some bakeries make stuff that I think is just decent and it's not actually fantastic or amazing. But, when you're abroad, sometimes you keep on finding and landing on food that is just not to your taste because it's not in your palate. Not everybody from the West tends to like Japanese food. And the Japanese food we have in America is drowned in mayo and things like that. And it's complete, like mayo. They wouldn't even consider it Japanese.
Oh, so good.
Although the Japanese love their mayo. Don't get me wrong. They love mayo. But you kind of get what I'm saying. We are a saucy kind of nation. So if you feel like you've had a day of a lot of misses or anything, you just kind of craving something that you're gonna enjoy. The bakery's a pretty good place to go, and they're kind of fun and they're everywhere. So they're worth going to at least a couple of times. But yeah. A mayo factory tour. That's amazing. See, they do love their mayo. But anyways, that's what I got. I've said it all. I'm sure there are way more things I could say, but I hope that was useful. I don't know if you got here at the beginning. At the beginning, I was actually answering your question. So you might want to go back and listen to the beginning.
From when you started talking.
Good.
I saw
from when I started talking. Okay.
There, yeah. Basically, when I switched over to you is when August first messaged that I'm actually here, and I was like, "Nice."
Oh, awesome. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's
sorry,
good.
I didn't realize. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, I guess in the end, my biggest key point is if you're genuinely trying to soak in the culture, soak in and bask in the beauty that is in that place, you got to at some point shut down the action mode and go into receiving mode and just kind of like I said, go for a walk. Don't have too many plans. Go to a place just knowing like this is the one thing we plan to do today and chill so that you can actually take in what's going on around you. Because when you're in action mode,
dude, you totally froze.
You can't actually receive. Yeah, you froze on my end. Okay, you can't actually receive what's going on. You can't take in the culture, the beauty, the architecture, and everything like that as fully as you could if you were more relaxed and just kind of looking around and enjoying and letting your mind wander. So get into a place where your mind can wander. If you can get into the mindset of your mind wandering, that's when you're actually probably going to take in the most in terms of beauty and find and just being able to look at something and go, wow, that's beautiful. Why is it beautiful? What does it mean to me? And just, experience that. Made it great.
Yes, it was a perfect freeze frame. You were like this.
It was.
You had like big eyes.
Awesome.
You were like, and I was like, oh, somebody go back and clip that or something, like
that's great.
Make an emote out
That's
of that.
Awesome.
I'll put it on my Discord server.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for doing that. All right, well, that's what I got. I wish you so much fun in Japan. It's a great place, and I think you're going to have a great time. Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect.
That's all I got.
All right. I don't have a whole lot. I haven't been abroad very much. I mean, I got some stories of when I went abroad, and I can give you some tips on, how
not to get mugged.
Probably follow the laws as best as you can.
Yeah, that's a good. I didn't forget to mention that. That's a pretty good one.
Getting in trouble legally in a different country that's not your own probably can cause some problems. And I will say this. See, going abroad, I think there's only been one time I've been abroad where it wasn't like connected by land to America. So I've been to Mexico and I've been to Canada.
It's America, and that's America.
Which is basically, like, okay, so Mexico, we walked across the bridge, and went in on foot and then just showed them our license and they're like, oh yeah, come on in. Coming back was harder, coming back to America, but then you show your ID and you're fine, whatever. But it's like, they're like, they'll let anybody into Mexico. They're just like, yeah, come on in, man. And then you go and, have a good time. And, I was a college freshman at the time, we were down there. I was in the marching band for the Michigan State University, and they were playing at the Sun Bowl down in El Paso. And so we went across to the border, across the bridge down to Mexico, had a good time, partied, came back, puked, and, all that. It was great. It was my wild days.
Sounds great.
It was, I swear though, man, this one time we went to this one place and it was $5 at the door, all you can drink. Which is man, that's dangerous. Like, it was like, oh my gosh, and I swear there had to have been, like, this guy had to have been like a drug dealer, like a cartel guy or something, because he had all this jewelry, he had really nice clothes, and he was he and I got to be buddies, He was just like, hey, man, come on over here. Let's do some shots, blah, 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 and whatever, And he's like, how'd you learn to dance like that? And I wasn't even dancing. I was just like doing, because, for the drum line, I played bass drum.
Yeah.
And I was just basically marching around the dance floor doing like the drum thing.
It's hilarious. He's like, wow, what a dance.
He's like, man,
where'd you learn to dance like that?
How'd you learn how to dance like that? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
marching band. It's great.
Yeah. So, hey, Grizzly Bear, what's up? Good to see you.
Wow.
So
enjoy the culture. No.
So learn a little bit about the culture, as you go, and because sometimes, like, I know in Mexico, they were like, okay, stay on the main streets, don't go off to any side streets, blah blah blah, because that's where weird stuff happens. You can get abducted, you can get stuff stolen, whatever, right? depending on where you're going. Now, Canada was a little bit different. Canada, that's not very far away from me. It's right across the river from Detroit, and Detroit's only like 2 hours away. So me and a buddy, the first time I ever went to Canada, we learned a lesson. And the lesson was, wait for the guy in the booth at the place where they stop you when you're going across the border. Wait for the guy to open the window and talk to you before you drive on through. Because,
Okay.
dude, we're sitting there. We drive up. There's no like thing to go down. There's no like crossing bar thing, going down, and like it's just open. And so we like pull up, and there's a window, and it was like a mirror, so you couldn't see in. You couldn't see. I didn't know if there was even anybody in there. I'm like, what do we do? And I looked over at my buddy, and I'm like, hey man, what do we do? He's like, I don't know. I've never been here before. And I'm like, me neither. I guess we just go. We stopped. We waited for like 15 seconds, like whatever. They didn't open the window, so we just went. And so we're driving away, and like all of a sudden this dude like is running behind our car, waving a gun, like
Oh man.
and we're like, oh crap. And we stop. And he walks up to my window, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's like yelling at us in Canadian, which is basically English but a little different.
It sounds like whoa, la, la, la. Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, it was just a bunch of loud noise, and so so he's like, "Arr!" And then he's like, I should have just let you go, and then called the cops and had them pull you over, and then you'd have been going to jail, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, thank you for not doing that, I guess. He's like, okay, now you have to go over there, so pull your car over there, and then do whatever they say. And I'm like, okay. So we pull our car over into this building, and they basically tore the car apart, man. They pulled the seat, they pulled the back seat out, they opened the trunk, and they pulled everything out, and the spare tire, and they pulled, they just basically dismantled the car, pulled everything out, like, because they were searching for drugs, and we didn't have anything. We were just like, hey, we're just going to Canada, whatever. And so I think they were kind of frustrated they didn't find anything, but then they just left it. And they're like,
oh yeah, of course they did.
And so we're like, so are you gonna put it back? They're like, no, you put it back. I'm like, okay. So we put all our stuff back in the car, kept going. We went down, went to a bar, played some pool, then drove back, and and we made sure we stopped at the place. In the U.S., they were a little bit on the U.S. side. They were quicker about opening the window and talking to you first, but
that's nice.
Learn the lesson. I don't know. Wait till I'm in Germany. I know. I can't wait till I'm in Germany. I'm looking forward to that. That's why I was really glad to listen to Ryan, who's had some time in different countries with different cultures and stuff like that, because now here's the thing. When I go to Germany, I have Germans that are friends of mine that they can help me, and they'll be able to, and I trust them for the most part. So it's like, I also trust they might play a joke on me once in a while, and that'd be okay too.
I'm sure they will. Yeah, when I went to the Philippines, I had a really good time because there were people who were willing to show me around the things that they enjoyed. So, yeah, it is nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, Grizzly Bear there. There are more than 3 cultures in Germany. Oh, great. So I have to try and figure that out. That's okay. I'm sure you guys will help me. So Twashu and Grizzly Bear there, they're gonna help me. Probably. But I had to tell them, I'm like, I'm gonna come there, and Twashu has this whole big list of stuff, and it's great because there's all these things we can choose to do, and there are theme parks, and there are, like different cool stuff to do. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this list, and it's just growing and growing and growing. And I'm like, I'm going to have maybe like 2 weeks tops there. And I'm like, how are we going to fit all this in? I'm like, I'm going to want to sleep. Too. And Tawashi's like, oh yeah, no problem. These are just ideas, And I'm like, okay, cool. Wait, 4 cultures if you count German culture? So wait, there are other cultures other than German culture? I have no idea. The list keeps growing. Fantastic. As long as I can ride some roller coasters, that would be great. I want to do that. And eat meatloaf.
Yes.
And, and apparently eat some German bread, apparently. It's really good.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. But anyway, so as far as traveling abroad, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience. The only other experience I have of traveling abroad was when I was in like middle school, and we went to Haiti, which is like third world country, right? We went down there on a missions project to build a school. And so we were one of the teams that went down to help build this school. And I was just a middle school kid. I was probably like 12 or 13 years old, something like that. And so I'm like, I didn't really know what was going on too much, but I remember the culture shock was just incredible. Because, the country's so poor. And, like when you have to drive across the country for like a 4-hour car ride, and you're in the back of a pickup truck, which isn't even legal in the United States. You can't ride in the back of a pickup truck in the United States, but you can in Haiti. And they had just benches in the back of this pickup truck and a cage around us. And that was to keep people from from taking us or stealing stuff from us or whatever. They they locked us in. And it was like, whoa.
That's insane.
I know. That's
terrifying.
And we're like, and the roads were so bad, and the car suspension was so bad, and you're just like bouncing like in the back of this pickup truck for 4 hours.
Ooh. Wow.
That's the thing I remember most. That, and I got some advice when you're in the city, don't breathe through your nose. So don't breathe through your mouth, breathe through your nose, because you'd rather smell the air than taste the air.
Okay.
Because basically the streets are like a big toilet, right? Like there's, it was wild. You're not going to probably run into that in Japan too much.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit?
Some parts of Tokyo, man. Yeah, some parts of Tokyo, man. Those sewers, they just let it come out, man. That smell is there. That's why I said there's going to be smells you're not going to like. You're not going to see the sewers. It's not going to be like running in the streets like Joe's talking about. But you'll learn the diet of the average Japanese person. Man, the icon radish and fish is a weird smell when it comes out the other end. That's what it is when you smell it. Like you go through, like you're just walking into the city and you smell it and you're like, oh, that was daikon radish and fish. All right, I'm getting out of here. That's what it's. I mean, I'm not kidding. That's what's. Get it. You'll get it. You'll experience it, I'm sure, in Tokyo.
Yeah. Okay, so you have Ukraine culture. This is in Germany. You have Ukraine culture, Muslim culture, and in some spots even African culture. German culture is mostly gone, but who needs sauerkraut, right? I mean, I'm not a big fan of sauerkraut, so I don't have to try German sauerkraut. I'm good. But I don't know.
And what do you mean? Polish people will keep the sauerkraut going.
What do you mean by German culture? You mean like lederhosen and stuff like that? Like people walking around with their lederhosen, playing the bagpipes and stuff, or not the bagpipes? That's Scotland. Playing the accordion.
Scotland.
And here's crazy. Like when I go to Europe, I'm also probably gonna have to stop in England for at least a couple days.
Wasn't Bach from Germany?
Maybe.
Johann Sebastian Bach, I mean.
Maybe.
I think he was German.
I don't know. It's tough because sometimes I think people are from Germany, but they're actually from Switzerland or they're actually from Austria or, whatever. So
Austria makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, you are right. Twashu verifies. You are correct. Bach is German.
Ah,
Made some
awesome.
great.
I
made
thought
some
so because
great-
I'm related to him. So.
Bach
it means
means
river.
river. I thought that was Fluss.
What this? Mhm. My last name is Seewald, but in German, where the actual name comes from, it's something like Seiwald or something like
Seiwald.
that. It sounds way cooler than Seawald. I want to change my name to it, but I can't. I don't even know if I can pronounce it. It's like you're changing your name from Seawald to Seawald, sir. No, it's the pronunciation's different. Promise.
Yeah, we were talking about the composer Bach.
Yeah,
Johann
that's
Sebastian
right. We
Bach.
are.
About for the
That's right. That's right.
Baroque period music. Old,
Mhm.
old, like prior to everybody. Bach makes me mad. I really like his music, but
Okay.
the thing I don't like is that, like, when you major in music, when you go to college and you major in music, like, they base all their rules on Bach and maybe Mozart a little bit on Mozart, right? But
Yeah, I can see why
Mozart
that's really
based his
annoying
stuff
because
on Bach, and so it's like,
yeah.
yeah. So then they're like, oh, these are all rules. I was a composition and theory major in college, and I was like, I'm there to be creative. And they're like, oh, here's all these rules. And I was so mad. And I was just like, ugh. So I quit.
Fair. No, that's totally respectable. I mean, I would have hated that just as much, even though I'm related to the guy. I would have been
You're
like,
related
no.
to Bach?
Yeah.
Like, is he your uncle? You're old.
My great. I don't know how many greats, man. Great. Grandfather. He had so many kids.
Wow, that's so great.
A lot of people are related to a lot of people are related to Bach.
He had a lot of kids, huh? He was a little.
He had a lot of kids, and they had a lot of kids too.
He was a player.
Yeah. No, he only had one wife, I believe.
Oh.
But
how many
they played well
illegitimate
together.
children?
Yes. 0, I believe.
Oh. Well, where's the controversy in that? That's not.
He was he Anglican? That's the controversy.
I don't know. Was Anglican? That was Church of England.
Anglican was, yeah, it was the Church of England. He was
He would have been probably
no, I think he was Lutheran or something like that.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember. I just know he wasn't Catholic.
I know a lot of his stuff was written for the church, right?
Yes, it was.
So yeah, like, because that's kind of like how if you were gonna make money as a musician or an artist in those days, it was like, you had to kind of get in good with the church. It was some kind of church, because that was who was having you write stuff.
You either had to get
Christian for sure.
You had to get in with the church, or you had to get in with the king, and one was a little easier than the other, and those are the only ways, basically, to make money. Yeah.
Bach was a devout Lutheran. Ah, okay.
Lutheran, okay. I was right. Thank you.
Yep. Which is, yes, Tuashu, that is one of the Christian.
Yes, it is a Christian.
Yes. Parallel fifths are coming. Yes, Kishin's
coming Bach.
Kishin,
the parallels are coming.
You must have been a music major.
That's perfect. That's a great pun.
Oh, they would get so mad at me for doing parallel fourths and fifths and doing all this kind of stuff. They're like, here, write something. And I'd write something. And then they'd be like, wrong. And I'm like...
And you're like, yeah, but it sounds good. You're wrong.
I like what it sounds like, Yeah. I bet this would be great, And then you listen to, like, Green Day or something. And they're all power chords, which is all parallel fourths and fifths and all everything.
Fifths. Like, yeah, basically. That's true.
So, yes, that's what it is. Say his name correctly. What? Oh, the evil...
Is it Bach?
Bach.
Is it Bach?
It's not Bach.
Sorry, I'm saying Bach. I know. Yeah, I say Bach because I'm wrong.
Americanized
I know it's
version.
I know it's Bach.
Bach.
Oh, Bach. Bach.
Bach.
It's like Bach.
Yes.
Oh, it's not
See?
Bach. It's Bach.
We have verification.
Okay.
Twashu says yippee.
All right.
That's right.
Yippee.
Oh, they want. Yeah, you're right, Sole. They want everything they have to grade to be identical. That's how they know their students.
Sorry, it's botched.
That's how they know their students are being creative.
Oh, Twashu, I had it right. That's great. This is now the stream.
Oh my gosh. I came across this one ASMR stream the other day. Like I was on Twitch and I was just like, and there was this ASMR person making just weird noises. Like I don't even know. Like I'm like, this is weird ASMR. Like I get it if you're like massaging the microphone and doing all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they're like doing all this weird like clicky stuff and like, you know, I'm like,
oh, okay.
Like I'm not comfortable.
It gets on your nerves. It's to make you uncomfortable rather than. Have you ever heard one of those? It's so weird. An ASMR where they clean your ear.
What?
Okay, and like this is wild. They have an actual basically what they do is they have this ear that is like a synthetic ear.
Okay.
And it's plugged into a microphone. Or sorry, basically it's got a microphone in it. And so the way that and it's a multi-point microphone so that it has different pickups. And so that it picks when you go around the ear, it sounds like it's on that part of your ear. Okay? Wherever you touch, sounds like it's on that part of your ear when you're wearing headphones or noise or earbuds, right? And so what they do is they take an ear swab and they just pick at the ear and then like go around the ear and go like in between those weird, you know, the hooks in your ear, etc. And they do that with like a ear swab thing, and you're like, why are you get out of my ear? Whoa, what's going on? Why is this a thing? And then they have the extended version where it gets weird, even more weird. They have visuals of you laying on somebody's lap. From your point of view of the camera, you're laying on somebody's lap, and you can just see the person's hand like they're over top of you and cleaning out your ear. It is so weird. But I can see some people being into it.
You know, people are into the weirdest stuff. I'll tell you what.
I know.
It's wild. It's wild, you know, but hey, whatever. People are people and they get into weird stuff. I'm probably into weird stuff too. But you know,
I guess
that seems weird to me. All right, Grizzy. I'm gonna, you know.
Oh, one of those autoplayed? No, I'm so sorry, Kenshin. Kenshin, that's horrible. One of those autoplayed when you went to sleep.
Yes. So
that's hilarious.
Itsunagi, it's great to see you. Meowlido and Wix, welcome.
Yeah.
And Mianglios, you
welcome.
It's great to see you guys.
Yeah,
It's great to be here with you guys. I'm glad to see you. He says, I don't know why, but ASMR makes me so aggressive. The talking and whispering, like I don't want to hear the fluids in your mouth and how you breathe, right? I know. But now I know. I'm going to like flood your inbox with YouTube shorts of ASMR stuff and then wait for the messages,
you're gonna learn to love them.
The aggressive messages to come back at me. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah, there's nothing like trying to be relaxed and then all of a sudden like the next video comes on. You know, that's why I always like when I pick, I'll pick something to fall asleep to. You know, I'll pick a YouTube video of some kind of, whether it's rain sounds or waves or some kind of binaural beats or something like that. You know, I always like make sure it's at least 7 hours long. You know,
why don't you? I mean, you could just turn autoplay off, but you just don't want it to stop, right? Because if it stops, that's abrupt too.
That's true. Yeah. Well, actually, most of the time it's crazy because I have this like mask thing with these little speakers where the ears go, right? So it's like having this headphone with a blackout mask thing, right? And so that's why I sleep. I put that on, I sleep, and I have whatever playing, and a lot of time it just depends on what I'm feeling. A lot of times it's either some kind of rain or waves or some kind of music. But the music, the music for sleeping, it gets sometimes it's weird. There's a lot of different options out there. Very specific ones that I'll go to. But most of the time,
I can't fall asleep to that.
No, to music.
Oh, especially music. Even white noise sometimes can be hard for me to fall asleep to,
Well, you
like
need
waves and
silence.
stuff. But music, it doesn't have to be perfect silence, but silence helps me fall asleep. But like music, I literally can't fall asleep. Someone's playing music in the house, and it's just ever so faint. I can hear it. I will stay up all night. I cannot. My brain gets too sucked into the music, and it's like analyzing it, and it will not. My brain will not just go to sleep. It's just like, okay, that's blah blah blah, and I'm like, my brain is going 100 miles an hour because I trained it to with music. You know what I mean? And so now, like, but even since I was a little kid, I remember the first time someone went to bed with music on. I think I was like probably 10, and I was like, I couldn't fall asleep. And I was like, how can he do that? How is he sleeping right now with music on? That's impossible. What? Yeah, no, I just can't.
I can understand
I'm
that.
insomniac, so
most of the time, if there's music playing in my headphones, it has to have binaural beats in there. I don't know if you guys know what binaural beats are, but it's basically like a tone.
I think I could understand that working.
It's a tone. In one ear you have like 732 hertz, and then in the other ear you have 736 hertz or whatever. And so you have, when you have two tones that are that close together, there's this vibration. It's like whoa, 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 And so it's kind of like brain massage for me. Like it's just like whoa, 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 whoa. And I used to just, sleep with just those tones going. And I did all kinds of research on like, okay, theta waves, which are certain frequency, certain number of hertz, and there's delta waves. And these things are supposed to mimic certain brainwave patterns that you then, that can then kind of, influence your brain to go in that direction. And so like theta and delta waves are good for sleeping. Alpha waves are good for meditation and, whatever, for like kind of waking your brain up a little bit. So there's, I don't know, it's pretty wild. But most of the time anymore, it's, there'll be music with some kind of binaural beats in there, but that's kind of rare. Most of the time it's like rain, some kind of rain or waves. Or one of my favorites is like a thunderstorm on a beach type of thing, right? So it's like rain, thunder, and waves all together in one. And it's like, it's good for sleeping.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I could fall asleep to rain. I've done that many times.
Yeah.
Not like audio playing rain, but like real rain in the room or in my house, rather. On my house.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when it's raining, I will fall asleep like immediately. Just because I can hear the rain outside, and I can just hear it beating on the house and whatever. And it's just, I don't know. For some
as long as you don't have
rain,
a tin roof.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of. Ting, 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 ting. Yeah,
it's like the hammers up there.
Fantastic.
Nuts.
Yes. So, guys, I'm checking our topics, actually. If you guys have a topic you'd like us to talk about, go to don'tworrywednesday.com. I don't know what's up with my Microsoft Teams now. It just doesn't want to load. Yeah, you can just put it in the chat. If you have a topic you'd like us to go through, whatever, you got something going on in your life, you got something, you just want to try and stump us with something. I mean, we already covered about wombats and square poop and hippopotamus and their pooping, and we talked about animal poop already. So feel free. If you got something you want us to talk about, put it in the chat. You can put it, you can go to don'tworrywednesday.com and submit a topic there. We'd be happy to.
Also, thank you, August, for that topic that we just covered. That was fun. I enjoyed covering that. I enjoyed Joe's stories. I had a similar, and not really that similar, but when I crossed Canada border, they were like, "Yeah, come right in," and I was like, "Awesome." Then when I came back to the U.S.,
They're like, get
I
out of
was like,
here.
they're like, "Hey, what were you doing in there in Canada for so long?" And I was like, "Well, schedule changed. I ended up staying at this house and blah blah blah." And then, but yeah, I was there for anime convention, and also meeting with my girlfriend, blah blah blah. And then they're like, "Why don't you step out of the vehicle?" And I was like, "Okay." So I stepped out, and then they proceeded to tear my car apart. Well, actually, before I stepped out of the vehicle, they said, "Okay, can I look in the trunk?" And I was like, "Yeah, go for it. Nothing in there." And so they looked, and they looked, and there was nothing in the trunk. And they're like, "I thought you said you went there for a week. Where's your luggage?" And they were being like really mean, like very kind of loud voice. And I was like, "It's right next to me in the seat," you know. And they're like, "Why don't you step out of the vehicle?" So I stepped out of the vehicle. They opened up my bag. They turned a couple seats over and so on. And they're like, "All right, you're free to go." And I was like, "Thank you." Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
'Cause you had long
I guess
hair at
thank
the
you for doing
time,
that for our
didn't you?
country. Yes, I did. I did.
That's the thing,
And
man.
they didn't trust that.
It is a
Mm-hmm.
thing, you know, you grow long
Mm-hmm.
hair as a
Yep.
guy, it's, you know, something. See, probably now I would
Mm-hmm.
just like skate right through because I'd shave my head and,
Yes,
you know, like
that's right.
they'd probably
Now you
just be
look
like,
dangerous.
now I'd
Don't do
look
that.
at them and they'd be like, okay, sir, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, they'll
Yes,
be like,
Mr. Yes, Mr.
they'll be
President,
like,
sir. You
welcome,
can go
welcome
right through.
to,
You're president of something, right?
are you
I'm
American?
sure you
Yes,
are.
I'm American. Let me through. Okay, we don't even need to check this guy's ID. Just go ahead. Yeah. It's crazy, man. When you shave your head, all of a sudden you get more intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Like my kids'
And you
friends
got to wear
are all
sunglasses too.
intimidated by me. It's great. They're all like, my son's like, why are you scared of my dad? Like, because he's
Because he's
scary.
bald, man.
They're like,
So
my
funny.
dad is like the least scary person in the world. Like,
Yeah, it's so funny.
100% trust bearded skinheads. You're absolutely right, man. Because we're just coming in and we're like, hey,
Mhm.
we belong here. You got a gun?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe I have a gun. Exactly, Grizzy. You should shave your hair too. You should.
There there you go.
I mean,
That's how you
you too
that's how you
could
get
look like
respect.
this.
Wow.
Be great. I'd be
Fantastic.
so excited.
Mm-hmm.
The world will be like, oh, look at that. Beauty.
Mm-hmm. Beauty. Majestic.
Majestic. Yes. I'm sure you have a beautiful head.
Mm-hmm.
Some people shave their head and it's weird looking, man. I'll tell you what.
That would be me if I shaved my head.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think my head is very even. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm kind of
I
lucky.
I
I've
feel
got
the
a,
shape of my head and I'm like, that don't seem right.
yeah.
Whatever. I guess I'll just have hair.
I'm kind of lucky with the roundness of my head. It's like, you
Yeah,
know,
you
it's,
got the round going on. I'm not sure that I do. I don't know.
there was this
I don't
one
know.
dude,
Maybe I do.
there was this dude on the swim team when I was in high school, and we shaved our heads. Like a bunch of us shaved our heads for like the conference finals and state finals and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, you know. And like he shaved his head, and like his head like protruded out the back. He kind of looked like an alien, you know. It's like had this
Oh.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's like sticking
That's what
out.
I'm afraid I
I'm
have.
like, oh, dude.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm afraid I have. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I might have one of those. But it's like on one side and not the other, you know?
Oh,
Like one side
interesting.
protrudes just like this much more than the other. It's enough to feel it. I'm like, oh. Like when I
What
lay
would
my
it
head against
take?
like a solid wall, if I lay my head against a solid flat wall, my head goes, you know what I'm talking about? Like instead of just laying down, my head just wants to go. Cause like it's not even.
Mm.
Yeah.
How much money could we raise to get Static P to shave his head?
Oh, total.
What would
I
that
10
take?
million.
10 million? 10
Yeah.
million, you would do it.
Oh yeah, totally.
You would?
I'll do it for 10 million.
Are you on record
'cause
here?
for
We've
10
got
million,
this video is being saved.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. If we
So
can raise
my wife always asks for 10 million, and I think that's a fair number. We'll do 10.
10 million. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can raise $10 million, Static
People.
P shave his head kind of thing. So,
Okay.
Wow. Like, I remember saying that too. Sally says, I still remember Joe saying, I walk down the street and see someone and then I think I could kill them with my bare hands after I got my black belt. Yeah. You know, and
Wow.
yeah, you kind of walk different. When you learn, like, and I learned more in Krav Maga when that was the deadly martial art that I learned, right? And so like that was like really like you walk down the street and you look at someone and you're just like, yeah, I could totally just break your neck right now. Like, and you have a little bit of confidence.
I found that. I feel like if you walk down the street, like you can punch someone, like maybe you're about to, people don't mess with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
In fact, if you walk like with intention, you look straight ahead and you know, like you kind of put this I'm angry at the world look on your face and you just walk kind of fast and tilt forward a little bit. If you really want to do it, if you really want to freak people out, this is subtle. But because most of the time when you walk and your arms are swinging, naturally your opposite arm swings forward with the step forward, right? So like if your right foot is stepping forward, then your left foot or your left hand is forward, right? It's kind of like how your body counterbalances. But if you really want to look aggressive, have each side match. So when your right foot goes forward, your right arm goes forward, and then and the same on your left side, right? So like it matches.
Wow.
And then put this,
like you're from the military.
Put some blood in your eyes and just go like, I'm gonna kill you, you know, like we did that at Cedar Point. It was Hollow Weekends and you know, it was just crowded, super duper crowded. And we were like, we got rides we want to ride, man. We got fast lane passes on our wrists. We got mission. We're on a mission. We're riding rides. All these people looking around, you know, like, you know, like, oh, maybe we should get some ice cream, or I want to go buy that T-shirt, or blah, 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 blah. It's like we're riding rides, man. Get out of my way. And so, like, me and my son were just like, poof, and he got right behind me, and like I just turned on that walk, and it was like this sea of people parted in front of me.
Yeah, I bet.
Just like
that's so cool.
They're all going to the side, and like you don't have to worry about it. And then, yeah, even the employees, like they leave you alone.
That that ties in with what August's topic was, because I remember listening to a guy who was professional and did a lot of psychology and research on mugging. And he said basically, and he was at one point basically a professional mugger. And he was like, here's the thing you need to watch, or need to watch out for. People who are looking to mug others, the first thing they're looking for is how you walk, what you look like, and what your stride is. Because if you look like you're like someone who's walking with intention, or someone who looks like they're walking with intention, we don't mess with them, because it's just like they tend to be too aware of their surrounding. Someone who's walking with a weird stride, like they don't have a plan, they're just kind of going, and that's the person you mug. Person who has like an awkward stride, or a person who has a stride that's a little loose, that's who you go for. You run into that person and you mug them, like right when you run into them. And it's an interesting thing, but that's one of the main things they look for when they're going to mug someone, is they look at their stride. They look at how the person walks. And if they look like they're going somewhere or not. If they don't look like they're going somewhere, you're a target. It's kind of interesting. But
Yeah, body
Yeah,
language
it's a
says
lot
a
about
lot, man.
your posture. Your posture says a lot about whether or not they're willing to face you if they mug you and get caught or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or their chances of not getting caught based on just looking at your posture. You know, if they're looking for someone who has a slouched posture, but if you have an upright posture, they tend to just not mess with you.
Mm.
So walk without a posture, or walk with good posture, and generally you're going to get mugged less. It's kind of interesting. Um,
Good
I don't know the
advice.
full research. I just remember a guy, a professional mugger, at one point talking about how important that was. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, interesting. So now when I'm in a place that I'm not familiar with, if I'm in a big city or whatever, or especially abroad, I do think of that, and I tend to make sure I'm walking with not just alertness, but the way I stride, the way I walk, my posture, my upright, my chest and my back. You know, I'm thinking about those things, and I'm making sure I walk. Um, I don't have to think about it, but like it's like I remind myself, hey, I'm in public, posture, and
Mm-hmm.
I set my posture up, and then I just go my day. But
Mm-hmm.
that apparently it's supposed to help.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
generally people don't mess with you.
Wix, what club
I've never had
is
anything
this
stolen
that
from
you're
me.
talking about? Wix was teaching club members about self-defense and mugging stuff yesterday.
Oh,
What club is that, like martial
oh,
arts? Or
really?
is that kind of like some kind of like, what is that? And then actually, if you have a tattoo that's visible on your arm, you're less of a target than a person who doesn't have one. Yeah,
Oh,
tattoos can make you look a little bit
mm.
maybe unpredictable, maybe a little bit more raw, for
Yes,
sure. You know.
right. Unpredictability is it's a scary thing.
Hmm.
You like that's why people who are like super on drugs are so terrifying. Because have you ever walked around in a big city and there's some people who are kind of out of it and they're talking to no one and they're sometimes yelling at no one and they're freaky?
Yes,
They're so
because they're
freaky
tweaking,
because they're
man.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tweaking and you have no idea what they're gonna do. You could just like randomly just think that you're something that needs to be punched. It is terrifying walking next to someone who's tweaking. Yeah,
But
it's
what
because of
about
unpredictability.
the tweaker? Like there was a guy in Lansing, Michigan, who like
Hmm.
always like out on my inspections route, right? When I was a property inspector,
Hmm.
and like this dude was always on the corner of Jolly and MLK, like Martin Luther King Boulevard. And Martin Luther King Boulevard is always in any city you go to, that's always like the ghetto.
Hmm.
Like if you have Martin Luther
Yeah.
King Jr. Boulevard in any city, it's always ghetto, right? so like, so this is
Interesting. Okay.
it's kind of a major intersection in Lansing, and so like there was this dude, and like he had this scepter with pink ribbons on it, and he's like dancing and doing all this, flipping his little like
Huh.
baton scepter thing around and pointing at people in their cars and doing all this weird stuff. It's just like so
Was
like
he tweaking or
I
was he
was
just
like, are
being
you trying to like I didn't see a thing for collecting tips like money or anything. He was just out there dancing on the street corner like
okay? And you saw them multiple times?
yeah. Like it was like every day I drive down there, like there he was. Like, all right, dude.
It's
Like,
obviously you want to stop and she's like, dude, what is your goal? Like, what are you doing?
yeah, right.
Are you trying to get money? Are you trying to practice your dance skills and your public presence? Like, are you what's your dream here? What are you going for?
Whatever. The only thing I
That's
can think
fun.
of is
That's
drugs.
funny.
Like
Okay.
that's
Fair enough.
yeah.
Every day he's shuffling.
Okay, Wix. Wix says, I'm the president of my school's Gender Sexuality Alliance. It can be a bit dangerous, so I thought we should cover stuff. To be honest, 80% awareness and preparedness, 13% de-escalation, 7% fighting. Right on. Yeah. Actually, I was reading a synopsis or listening to a synopsis of The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? And I have that book, actually. I should listened to it on audiobook, but it's so long. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, if you actually get into battle, you've basically failed, because the idea is to kind of
In the Art of War.
outsmart and outwit your opponent before it even gets to the point of battle, right? And so
that
being
makes sense.
aware and prepared, like that gets you like most of the way there, right? Because you can avoid all these conflicts with the proper awareness and preparedness. And then when you actually come into a confrontation to de-escalate, that's why I actually had some friends who were police officers that taught me a little bit about de-escalation and stuff like that. A lot of them are pretty good at that. They're definitely trained at it.
Body language helps a lot there too.
Yes, absolutely.
De-escalation, body language is a lot.
Yep, to try and be non-threatening, but also firm, right?
Yep. Firm but non-threatening, yes.
Yep. And yeah, about asking questions, about getting the other person talking, about and then asking the right questions to kind of, bring things down a notch. Because but then when it comes to fighting, it's good to know some self-defense. I always recommend Krav Maga just because it's very effective. But there's a lot of stuff. I mean, judo and, there's a lot of martial arts out there that can be good for self-defense. I found that Krav is, from what I've done for research and, study and all that kind of stuff, that's probably about the most effective because it inflicts the most pain the most quickly.
And that'll settle it.
And that just stops it.
That's de-escalation. No.
The idea is not to learn how to fight. The idea is to learn how to stop a fight as quickly as possible. And you do that by causing as much pain as possible. And so then you just, it's done, right? Try not to kill someone. They said, they're like, if you got to think about, like in an emergency situation and you have to take someone's life, okay, it's got to be done, I guess, if it's you or them or whatever, right? But they're like, just understand, if you take someone's life, you're going to open yourself up to all kinds of legal and, emotional and just mental stuff that goes on in you, and it's really not worth it to just kill people.
No.
Yes, the only thing I can think of is drugs. That's right.
A bit out of context when you say it by itself, but yeah.
Let's go. This is all I ever think about is drugs, man.
Yeah.
Oh, mostly in Germany, no one has a gun? You need to come to America. You never know who has a gun in America. Probably half the people out here have guns.
Maybe.
I guess it depends on where you go. But yeah, a lot of gun owners in America. But that's pretty wild. All right, okay, so when I come to Germany, bring a gun.
Yeah. And if you're going through airport security, bring a bomb. They like them. They like that word. They always perk their ears whenever they hear it, so it's good to bring one.
I can't bring a gun?
No.
What do you mean I can't? Twashi says I can't. I can't bring a gun? I can if I'm sneaky.
Sneaky. I sneaked the gun.
If I sneaked it about it, I sneaked it. Yeah, you can easily go to the airport with a gun. Like, who can't?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Of course you can. Whatever about whatever they do with you, but it's like you can bring one for sure.
Yeah, you're right.
The gift. That's right.
Not a professional, but biggest self-defense takeaways are A, be aware, especially when you're walking from the car to a destination, and B, your only goal is to get away. Yeah, to avoid the the conflict if you can, like get out of it.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things. And it was funny, like when we were teaching kids, like, because, we started our kids off in, Taekwondo when my youngest was like 4 when he started, or maybe 5. Like he was really, really young, right? And so they're working with all these little kids and they're teaching them, okay, here's one of the most important things is make a lot of noise. Like if someone's trying to abduct you, someone's trying to do something to you, make a lot of noise, yell, whatever. And then they taught like vulnerable places, of where to hit people, like poke them in the eyes and cup their ears and like poke them in the throat and kick them in the groin and all that stuff, like just because
all the sensitives.
Yep, because then you get away. And then C, almost the most important takeaway is it's not worth it. Your pride, your money, whatever, those things are replaceable. Give it up, live another day. Nothing else matters more. You're right. You're right. But most of the time, it's pretty wild. Most of the time, homeless people are not really aggressive.
Yeah, no, I've never really met an aggressive homeless person.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can tell by body language. I remember driving through. There's this city in Michigan. One of the most dangerous cities in Michigan is Benton Harbor. Actually, it's down.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Flint.
Flint is one of the
most.
You said
dangerous. One of the most.
Yep.
No, Flint is the most. Probably.
Flint is the most. Probably.
It breaks the most laws every single day. I would probably say that's true.
I mean,
but anyways,
probably percentage-wise, Flint. Yes, Detroit is pretty bad.
They're so close together, but yes, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
The whole
Benton
area.
Benton Harbor was crazy, and I remember seeing this crackhead, like walking, and he was walking like I was talking about the aggressive walk with your right foot, right arm, left foot, left arm. He's walking like this, and he had this red shirt on and this red backwards cap on, and his eyes were all like googled out, because he was probably on crack or something, and I was just like, whoa, okay, I'm going the other direction. I'm staying away from this person as much as possible.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the thirstiest town in Michigan? Thirstiest town in the wettest inland state? Is that Flint?
Yeah, would it be?
I mean, they were pretty
Flint because they had
the water crisis.
Yeah.
Flint.
Yeah, Flint. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Flint water crisis. Man, that was a while ago. But I remember going like my buddy Steve lived in Flint. During that. During that whole crisis. And you couldn't drink water out of your faucets. You had to get bottled water, everything. You can't drink out of drinking fountains. He got married at this place, and they made an announcement at the beginning of the wedding, like, don't drink out of the drinking fountains. Da-da-da-da-da. If you need water, we've got water in the back with a cooler and whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Would be funny if I'm from Flint. Yeah, I'm not from Flint. I've spent a considerable amount of time in Flint, though. It's a hard city. It's a hard city. It's cool, but it's rough,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people really love it, though.
Oh yeah. There's this whole pride being they're
there's
proud
a big,
to be from
There's
Flint,
a lot
man.
of pride for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are proud.
They have a totally different accent too.
Interesting.
Yeah, like Flint people, they speak a little bit harder. It's just like like a little bit more oomph in their voice. Like these people are tough, man. But they're from Flint.
That's interesting. I was listening to a guy, and I was like, man, this guy sounds a little bit like Steve. I wonder, does Steve have the Flint accent? That
to some degree, if you listen to his dad, for sure. Remember Chris Swanson?
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
He has a Flint accent for sure.
He has the Flint accent.
Yeah,
okay.
He's got the Flint accent.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Swanson. Actually,
man, he was a great speaker, though.
He's running for governor now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hope he gets it.
Yep.
Why not?
You're falling asleep. Please, YouTube, for the love of God, don't autoplay ASMR. Yes, Kishin. Well, I'm glad we can put you to sleep. I'm glad we're soothing our discussion about Flint and and martial arts and stuff. With a French Canadian accent is the hardest sometimes. What is that dude? The French Canadian Indian dude. That was a weird combo. So take like
French Canadian Indian,
French Canadian, and Indian accent.
Wow,
that was really interesting.
That sounds like it would be hard.
I know he's actually not Indian. I know he's not, but he kind of sounded like.
Okay, I could. The thing is, like, accents, you get used to them and then you understand them, right?
Yeah.
So, like, being a Catholic, we get to interesting priests sometimes from different areas. Assigned to our area, and so we'll end up with like, people from Nigeria, and they have a specific accent, or even just close nearby in a different area of Africa, right? And you're just like, you guys are like neighbors, but your accent is completely different. Yeah, well, that happens, everywhere. But anyways, then you have to get used to that one because you don't understand it. He's saying English words and you can tell it, but it takes like a couple of weeks before you're like, okay, I'm kind of understanding the words he's saying now. So French Canadian, like, is one of those things where you eventually get used to it. But if you mix another thing into it, you have to start all over. If it's French Canadian Indian, you have to start all over. It's different than an Indian. It's different than French Canadian. It'd be French Canadian Indian. And you're like, okay, it's going to take me a couple of weeks before I can actually understand you. I'm sorry.
It was interesting. It was an interesting experience. Although, you know what? I will say, I understood this dude better than I understand people from Alabama.
Wow.
That accent is something else, man.
I haven't heard very many people from Alabama. But
oh my gosh. You ever
very thick.
if you ever see any episodes of the show King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Wooderson.
Okay. I don't know any. I haven't seen enough.
That's the guy's name.
Names.
Talk like this, like you can't.
Oh.
You're just like,
okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Get all down there, and it's like.
Okay. Yes, I know the one, and now that you say that, I remember thinking, oh, that's interesting. They just kind of just made him literally just zone out and say gibberish, and then come back and say a real word. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
He was actually saying real words all the time.
Boomhauer. Thank you.
Boomhauer. Okay. I don't know the name.
Yeah. So anyway, I was so wrong. But okay, so my ex's family's from Alabama. So I knew a fair amount of people that, like spoke kind of Alabamish. And it was so crazy because like they'd invent their own words.
And expect you to know them.
Expect you to understand it. And then when they go to the drive-thru, they're so confused that their order's always wrong. They're like, they always get my order wrong at every place I go. I can't believe it. They're so blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, maybe communication?
Maybe use their words and not your own that you made up and expect them to understand.
Our
chicken nuggies.
Mianglos, the accent, like Gambit's accent in Marvel Rivals, that's Louisiana. That's more Cajun. That's a little different. It's still kind of that sloppy Southern accent, right? But it's a little more understandable. Alabama is...
I do like Cajun.
It's Cajun.
Great.
Like food?
Great. Yeah. The spice. Yeah. Oh, or the food. Yeah. Cajun is great.
But yeah, it's weird because there's so many different Southern dialects in America. There's like the
There are.
Louisiana Cajun, you know, and there's the Alabama
Texas.
can't understand a dang thing. Florida people sound like Michigan people because that's where they're from, and
Yeah, because they're mostly from Michigan.
mostly
Yeah,
they're from Michigan.
it's true.
Georgia is just
The
so
Georgians.
smooth and classy,
Yeah.
Southern accent, you know. Texas is loud and
Mhm.
they're just all up in your face and they're gonna be all. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great
they're
down
country.
here, you know, country
They're-
Texas.
Yeah, they're the epitome of what country music sounds like to me.
Yep,
Even though that should be Nashville, and Nashville has its accent too, which is kind of like Texas.
true. And then you get to West Texas, and anything west of West
Sorry, I
Texas,
should have said Tennessee.
that
Tennessee
sounds
accent.
more Mexican. So like West Texas to basically
Okay, that makes sense.
Southern California,
New Mexico.
kind of. There's Texas, New Mexico,
Yeah.
Arizona. You either have
Okay.
you know, Michigan people that go down there. Actually, I think more Wisconsin people vacation in Arizona. But anyway,
Grizzly Bear, you said or Germans when they can't pronounce TH. Which Germans can? Because I've never heard it.
Oh no.
And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I've literally never heard it.
The
Heard
TH
so many Germans. They
Well,
can't do the TH.
Oh, Twashu.
Excuse
Oh
me?
no. Oh no. Oh no.
Twashu, and you can. Okay.
Sometimes
I haven't
the
actually
TH
gotten to talk to you guys that much.
You're right. Sometimes it turns into an S. Sometimes it turns into an F.
And sometimes just a T. Many times it's just a T as well.
Yeah.
Well, no, not for Germans. That's less for Germans. It's a Z or an S. Yeah. A lot of times it's a Z, yeah. For Germans, a lot of times it's a Z.
Well, TH, like in that, like if you're saying the word that, most
Yeah,
of the
it's
time
that.
that turns into a D, like dat.
Oh, well, I kind of respect that because there are words that come from German, like das, which is
Look at the chat, Ryan.
that.
Look at the chat.
Yeah.
See,
Is that theta?
That's the letter
Theta.
chin.
Oh, that's a letter Chen?
Yes.
Oh, that's a letter Chen. Starts with, yeah, the letter Chen. Looks like the
It
letter
makes
S.
the S sound, you know?
Yeah, it makes the S sound. Yeah.
Total
That's so
inside joke,
funny.
you guys. I'm sorry, but that's it. That's the letter chin. And I know that's
Literally,
not what
I
it
don't even
is,
know how.
but
Literally, what was that like? I don't know, like 15 years ago, we started talking about the letter Chen, and we're like, what does the letter Chen sound like? It sounds like an S. But it's its own thing.
right.
That's it. We
Yeah.
invented it, but it was already there. It was in German all along, and we just didn't know it.
Yep, and we renamed it.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yep, we renamed it for you. Chin.
Yeah, the letter Chen.
I remember when I
Sounds
first started
like-
learning German, and I see this letter, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?" You know, like, and it's like a B, but it's S sound, and I'm like, "What? What is going on?" You know, and then when I started to learn, I'm like, "Wait a minute, it kind of looks like an H a little bit." Just the letter Hin. It's Hin. Ryan.
That's so great. Beautiful.
Wait, what? You learned it in kindergarten to pronounce it correctly. Many didn't
Oh.
because the normally English teacher was and will always be pregnant.
Pregnant.
gone.
Yeah.
Always pregnant. Stinking English
Always,
teachers,
yeah.
man. Always pregnant.
No, I believe you. I'm sure you actually do pronounce the letter, the TH sound. I've met people who can pronounce sounds from other countries. But yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of times from a lot of countries in Europe have a very hard time pronouncing TH. They always result to a T or a Z or a Z if you want to say that,
Zed.
or an S. And sometimes you're right, a D as well.
Mm-hmm. Sparrow, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Sparrow is here.
Nice to see you, yeah.
I haven't
Sparrow
seen you
is
in a while.
here. Sparrow is here.
Yep. Yeah, Sparrow. When You know what? I always remember when you would send topics to, and you'd be like, Sparrow is here. Da 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 da. Topic. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. And at the end, Sparrow is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
I love it.
Oh, that's right. You were here at the end. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wow.
Math teachers?
What? Grizzly, that's awful. Always their house is on fire? Wow, they're still going to school. Wife and kids are gone? They are in school. Like, please, bro, just go home. Oh,
Go
that's
home. Your house is on
horrible.
fire. Go home.
Mhm. I was home. My house was on
What
fire.
am I gonna do about it? It's burning down right now. Like,
Mhm.
stand there and watch it.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Yeah,
Call
just let
the
the
fire
firefighters
department.
do their thing.
Yeah. You guys
Mhm.
do have firefighters in Germany, right? Like, I would assume. there's
Mhm.
firefighters.
Yeah, they might not go by that
That's
name,
not
though.
just an American thing, right?
Well, they have in Australia. They have their version of a firefighter. So yeah,
Oh, you fight it
we
yourself.
fight it out ourselves. Fight the fire.
1v1.
1 versus 1. 1v1. Yeah, maybe it's one flame versus one person. All right.
Wow. Okay, maybe it is an American thing. My brother's a fire chief in his area. It's so funny
That's
because
pretty
so my brother, he owns the fuel delivery company in the area, right? And he's the fire chief and he's like president or vice president of the school board and like whatever. And they almost owned like the main store in town too, right? Like this guy, him and his wife were basically taking over this town that they live in, right?
Yeah,
And
apparently, yeah, that's right. They basically did.
it was so funny. Like he's got this Kubota like bulldozer thing, right? And so like he's like, okay, it's time to burn stuff. And so like he's got his big huge burn pile and throw a couch on there and throw a chair on there and throw their whatever and big huge thing, made this huge fire and threw a bunch of old fuel rags on there and whatever, and the smoke was like black, just going up, this huge fire. And all of a sudden, like his phone starts going off because he's the fire chief, and they're like getting reports. Oh, there's a fire! And he's like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it's me. I'm already here.
I'm here.
That's so funny.
It's like perfect.
Yeah, he's there, and he's like, "All right, what do you guys need? Oh, there's a fire." Shows up like he's not.
You did that so
like,
well.
I've
That was
arrived.
exactly like my brother. You know him. He's like, oh, hey,
Yeah,
hey guys.
yeah. That's awesome.
That's his total personality.
Yeah, that's right. My favorite memory of your brother is when we did we just broke out into the Mario song, one of the songs from Mario.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you say many times
so
hello in different tones, and then the fire's out.
Yeah.
What? Hello. Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
Wow.
Wix, you got your math teachers to quit?
Wow.
Hey, I got a band director to quit.
Wow. I might have as well. I don't know. I don't know, but I think I might have been the last nail in the coffin on that one.
Yeah, I was kind of mean.
He's out of there anyways, I think.
When I was in high school, I was kind of mean. I was a very angry person. I'm still a very angry person. I just know how to channel it, right? But like, I didn't really know then, and so I was just anger, like, and this band, I made her cry on her birthday. And she took me to the principal's office. She took me in. She's like yelling at me and she's crying and she's like trying to find the principal and the principal wasn't there. And so like I didn't have to see the principal because he wasn't there.
That probably felt pretty good.
I didn't even really get in trouble. She just like yelled at me in the principal's office and cried at me for a while. And then that after that year, she was gone.
Wow. That's awful. That's sad.
I was mean.
Oof.
Mean
Yeah.
person, but that's all right. Made me who I am today.
Being mean made me the man I am today. No. I think you learn that, some things aren't so great. Like being mean. In Australia, apparently, just because like every other word they have in the Australian language, it's not firefighters, it's fireys.
Fireys.
Because of course they got to they have to shorten everything and put an E or a O kind of sound at the end. So it's fireys. And they're fire trucks. Some people call them fire engines, but apparently also they call them pumpers.
Mm.
I guess because they pump water.
Mm-hmm.
And tankers. Because they tank water.
Okay. So the people are pumpers, the people are tankers.
Well, the trucks themselves are pumpers
and tankers. And the people are the fireys.
But the firemen are called fireys.
Interesting. Sure. Yeah, Twashi, that's kind of the same in the US. Bigger cities actually have full-time firefighters, but smaller towns and whatever, it's mostly volunteer based.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, not intentionally. Aw. Poor Wix. Yeah.
Yeah, Wix, you seem like a very likable person. I mean, I don't know you I don't know you in real life, but, from what I see in the chat, you seem like a very, very nice person and a very likable person. Like, that's great. I was not a very likable person. I had to become one.
I liked you, Joe, but I didn't meet you until you became one.
Right. Well, by then
everybody liked you when I met you.
Well,
everyone loved you. They were like, man, this guy's awesome.
I don't know about that. I can think of a few people that that probably didn't like me.
They only didn't like you because they saw how likable you were. And they're like, I can't fall into the club. I can't be the guy who likes him. I just can't. Because he's great. Everyone else already thinks he's great. He's not an underdog. I can't root for him. That's all.
Okay.
It was a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of that.
That's all. I see. Yeah, you met me after I had gotten all the rough edges, a lot of them taken care of.
Yeah.
I was a lot less mean then. But yeah. Well, of course, Wix. Yeah. It's true.
Oh, really, Sally? I didn't know that. Some trucks in the U.S. are also called pumpers, tankers, or ladder trucks.
Yeah, can you imagine being a firefighter in a big city with really, really tall skyscrapers?
That would be wild.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
You got to climb these. And then you're way up in the air.
Instead of a fire truck, you got a fire crane.
Right? Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be some kind of job that I'm glad I don't have. You can't even run your stairs. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's not the job for you. It's okay. We're all built a little different, like some people yeah. Kneecap says no. Yeah. Crackly knees. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I met one guy when I lived in Traverse City. I met one guy who what he did for a living was he would climb the cell phone towers and change out fix stuff on them and change the light bulbs and all that whatever stuff, climb up on those big radio towers and stuff like that, and dude spent all day climbing these ladders way up into the sky. And it's holy cow, man. That's something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That'd be an interesting job. You load trucks with special robot forklifts. Let's go.
I'm not afraid of heights, but like that doesn't mean that when you're really high and you look down, it's not like at least a little bit frightening. You know what I mean? It's like it's scary, but at the same time, it's not like that over dramatic, like weaken your knees or shaking kind of fear. It's just like you look down, you're like, dang, whoa, like that almost, whoa, that's crazy. All right, well here I am.
Yep.
Where are we going next?
You know, it's weird. It's like I'm almost more afraid if I could fall and just get hurt really bad than if I could like fall to my death. Because at least if I'm gonna fall to my death,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, you're like
have to worry about it anymore.
the
But like,
pain's gonna be gone.
right.
Yeah, but if
But
you
like
get
if I'm
injured horribly, mangled.
like when I'm up in the attic, up in your brother's house, right? And like I'm looking down from up there and looking down to the concrete on the floor, and I'm like crawling around up in this place, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, if I fall from here, I would not die. I would just break some bones, and that would really suck, and then I'd have to deal with that for a long time. And
Yeah. Right. I get it.
yeah,
I get it.
it's like your center of gravity becomes a magnet to off the edge. Oh no.
That's what it feels like. Honestly,
no.
sometimes that's what it feels like. Yeah. Wow.
Wait, so your dad,
Yeah.
Grizz, your dad thought that the stairs were broken, but it was actually your knee? What?
What?
Oh no.
You ever like been in an area and then you just kind of like you're walking and then you look to the side or behind you and you realize you're crazy high off the ground and you didn't even know it? It's like, whoa. It's like a jump scare. It's pretty great.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, scissor lifts.
It's like when you're in a mall.
Sparrow, you always wanted to ride a scissor lift. Those are so fun to drive around, especially when they're in the up position, when you're not supposed to be driving them around. You're supposed to like lower them first, you know? I remember.
Is that the thing that's like, and you drive it and then you pick stuff up with it?
No, it's got a little platform, and like, you know, like you stand on this little platform and it lifts you up, you know, and you know.
Oh, it lifts you up. Oh, it's one of those.
So
Okay.
like you're on
Got
this
it.
thing. And yeah, well, we were on this job site. We were doing, we're pulling cable into this new building and stuff, and we're like driving these things around through the walls and whatnot, and we're all up high.
That sounds fun. That sounds actually really fun because you're up in the air doing that. That's fun. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're shaky, I bet.
Yes, they are shaky.
Because the center of gravity is so...
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. You got a ton of them.
That sounds fun.
They are cool. They are fun. The things you get when you're doing construction work. A lot of fun. And in America, you don't even need a license for these things. Like,
ooh,
you can just go down to this place. I'll never forget this. I was working with my father-in-law, and like he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go down and we're gonna rent this heavy equipment." And I'm like, "Do we need like a permit or a license or something?" Nah, man, you just need money. You just go in there, give them your money. You sign this paper. That's
money.
it. It's like, okay. And so then we rent this crazy heavy equipment. And we're like, I don't know how to use it. Well, here's the book. Here's the instructions. Like, figure it out. And I'm like, okay. Like, whatever.
Don't have to take no driver's license, nothing. Just go, buddy. You got it. Go. Yep. Drive it home. Might take a while.
Yeah.
Don't go so fast.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Oh, you need a high reach license.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, well, in some places, like, you do. Like, OSHA has come in with all these places, like, at your job sites. But if you're going to go just rent the equipment, you don't need anything.
Wow.
Apparently. It's pretty wild. The scissor lift was funny until the wind came.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Super
Sounds like a
fun.
fun time.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Wow. Well, all right. Well, hey, it is 10 o'clock.
It is.
It
It's 2
is.
p.m.
It's 2 o'clock for you.
That's right.
In Germany, it's like middle of the night. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. What time? What time is it in Germany? I
There's
wonder.
6 hours. So yeah, 4 a.m. There you go.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, let's go. So thank you guys for being here. We love doing this show. We love being on Don't Worry Wednesday with you guys. If you have topics, again,
Thanks for chilling with us.
go to
Don't worry, Wednesday.com.
yeah, sorry, I'm all confuzzled because now there's a question. Do I want to play games? I have to. Oh, apparently I have to play games.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Well, what else can I do? Whatever. So thank you guys for being here. We love you guys so much. And if you have a topic, if you have anything on your mind, you have anything you'd like us to go through, we love just hanging out and chatting with you guys in the chat. That's a great time. But if you have some kind of issue going on, remember, we're not professional therapists. We're not professional attorneys. We can't guide you in the sense of, giving you professional advice. But we have some perspectives and we can help you maybe make it feel a little bit better. So go to don'tworrywednesday.com, click the submit a topic button, and fill that form out. And we would be more than happy to cover whatever it is that is on your mind. Because this show, really, it's all about you guys. It's all about your topics. It's all about, what you're going through. So we just want to help in any way we can. And let you know you're not alone. Let you know that you're loved and cared for, and it's great. It's great spending this time with you guys every week. So, come back next week, and we will be here on Don't Worry Wednesday. Until then, take very good care of yourselves and all of the people around you, and we'll see you next time. Take care, you guys.
Bye, guys. Have a great
Bye-bye.
day or night. Peace.